Morning students, welcome to physics class. In the previous class we have learnt about electric current and electric charges. So what is an electric current or electricity? It is the flow of charges. So whenever there is a flow of charge, there will be electricity. Then we have learnt about electric field. It is the region around the charges where we can experience the electric force. The next we have learnt about the electric potential. So it is the work done to keep the positive and the negative charge together against any other electrical forces. In today's class, we are going to learn about the electric current and how we can measure the electric current. As we have seen, the electric potential is the work done to keep the charges together, isn't it? So here, the electric potential have two phases. One is the lower potential, the other one is the higher potential. So always electric current flows from higher potential to the lower potential, which is provided by the battery or the cell that we provide in the circuit. In the earlier days, people thought that is before the invention of electrons, people thought that the flow of charges is the positive charge, and because of the flow of positive charge, electricity is produced. And the flow of positive charge is called as the conventional current. So what is a convert? It is the flow of positive charge. And after the invention of electrons, scientists proved that the electricity is produced by the flow of electrons in the circuit. So the copper wires what we are using consist of free electrons. So this flow of electron causes electricity. And this current is called as the electron current. So what is a conventional current? The flow of positive charges is called as the conventional current, and the current produced by the flow of electron is called as the electron current. And normally the positive charge in our circuit is represented by a long line, and the negative charge is represented by a short line. So this is a positive and this is a negative terminal. And it is this one part, a positive terminal and a negative terminal, is called as a cell and group of cells. A group of cells is called a battery. So a single terminal here it is called as a cell, and group of cells is called as a battery. Let us calculate the value of current. Current is the rate at which the charges flow past a point in a circuit. So it is the rate at which the charges flow past a point in a circuit. So how will you define the current? The current is the rate at which the charges flow past a particular point in a circuit. Let us consider Q as the quantity of charge. Q is the quantity of charge passing through a cross section of area of a wire at time t. And let I is the quantity of current, then I is equal to Q by T. So I is the current which is given by Q by T. That is the rate at which the charge flows in a path of a circuit at a particular point. Now we know that the current I is equal to Q by T. The SI unit of current is ampere. The SI unit of current is ampere. So we have to define 1 ampere. So 1 ampere, its symbol is A. So 1 ampere is equal to, we know that Q is the quantity of charge. What is the symbol for charge? It is coulomb. So 1 coulomb divided by, what is the standard unit for time? It is second. So it is 1 second. So how will you define 1 ampere? 1 ampere is the 1 coulomb of charge that is passing through a cross section of area in a circuit in 1 second. So 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per second. Cs power minus 1. So what is the unit of current? The unit of current is ampere. So how will you define 1 ampere? 1 ampere is the 1 coulomb of charge that is passing across a cross section of area in a wire in 1 second. So 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per second. Now the instrument used to measure the current is called ammeter. What is the instrument? The instrument used to measure the strength of the current is called as the ammeter. And this ammeter is connected in series. Ammeter is connected in series in the circuit. So what is a series circuit? We can learn in the next class. The ammeter in a circuit, it is connected in series in the circuit, and ammeter is used to calculate the strength of the current in a circuit. Now let us see this problem. If 25 coulomb of charge is determined to pass through a wire of any cross section in 50 seconds. So 25 coulomb of charge is determined to pass through a wire of any cross section in 50 seconds. What is the measure of current? So we are asked to calculate the quantity of current. So what is the formula? So the quantity of the current I is equal to Q by T. So what is Q? Q is the charge, T is the time taken. So what is the value of Q? That is 25. 25 coulomb divided by the time taken is 50 seconds. So that is equal to 1 by 2 coulomb per second, or 0.5 coulomb per second, or 0.5 ampere, because ampere is the unit of current. Let's see another problem. The current flowing through a lamp is 0.2 ampere. The lamp is switched on for 1 hour. What is the total electric charge passing through the lamp? So what is the thing given? So given I, the current I is equal to 0.2 ampere. Then the time is T is equal to 1 hour. This 1 hour is not in the standard unit, so we have to convert it into its standard unit, that is 3600 seconds. Okay. Now as we know the formula, I is equal to Q by T. But in our question it is given, the current I is given, and also time T is given. You are asked to calculate the charge Q. So the formula becomes Q is equal to I into T. So this is equal to, what is the current I? 0.2 into 3600. So this is equal to 720. Now what is the unit here? You are calculating the charge, isn't it? So the unit here it is coulomb. So the answer is 720 coulomb. Let us learn electromotive force or EMF. What is electromotive force? Now imagine when we push a car, the car moves. So here the muscular energy is converted into kinetic energy. Similarly, if we take a copper wire, the copper wire consists of full of electrons. So these free electrons, when connected in circuit, should be forced to move the circuit in a particular direction. So who is doing this work? So whenever there is a force, some work is done, and that is called as the electromotive force. That is, some driving force is there in the circuit to make the electrons to move in the circuit. So whenever there is a force, there will be a work done. And who is doing this work? This work is done by any electrical source. It may be a battery or cell. So, how will we define the electromotive force now? Now let us define EMF. The EMF of an electrical energy source, the EMF of an electrical energy source is the work done. Work done is represented as W. Is the work done in driving unit charge in a complete circuit. So it is EMF of an electrical energy source is the work done in driving unit charge in a complete circuit. EMF is represented by the symbol epsilon. This is the symbol epsilon is equal to work done is W by the unit charges Q. W by Q. So EMF is the work done in driving a unit charge Q. So work done, what is the symbol for work done or unit for work done? It is joule. And what is this unit for charge? It is coulomb. So what is the unit? Joule per coulomb, or otherwise this joule per coulomb is called as volt. So what is the unit of EMF? Volt. So here EMF of an electrical energy source is the work done in driving unit charge in a complete circuit. So EMF is represented by the symbol epsilon. So EMF is equal to work done by the charge Q, that is joule per coulomb. So the unit is joule per coulomb, or otherwise it is called as volt. So let us now define 1 volt. So 1 volt is equal to 1 joule of work done to drive 1 coulomb of charge in a circuit. So what is the EMF of a driving force? The EMF is the 1 volt, where 1 volt is equal to 1 joule of work done in driving a coulomb of 1 unit of charge. Now let us solve this problem. The EMF of a cell is 1.5 volt. So what do you mean by this EMF? That is the epsilon is given as 1.5 volt. And what is the energy provided by the cell to drive 0.5 C? What is this 0.5 C? Which is 0.5 coulomb. So Q is equal to 0.5 coulomb of charge around the circuit. So what is asked to calculate? What is the energy? Energy means work done, isn't it? So we are asked to calculate W. So we know the formula. Epsilon is equal to W by Q. That is work done by the charge. So we are asked to calculate the work done. So the formula becomes W is equal to epsilon into Q. So that is equal to 1.5 into 0.5. So that is equal to 0.75. What is the unit? As this is the work done, what is the unit for work done? It is joule. That is J. So the work done is 0.75 joule. So in today's class, we have learned about the quantity of current I is equal to the charge that is passing through a cross section of area in 1 second. Therefore, I is equal to Q by T and its unit is ampere. The unit for current is ampere. Its symbol is A. Next, we have learned the EMF, that is the electromotive force. It is the work done to drive a unit charge in an electrical circuit. So epsilon EMF is given by the symbol epsilon. Epsilon is equal to work done by the charge and its unit is volt or joules per coulomb.